From the office of Fort Bend County Judge K.P. George, this week in Commissioner's Court. Following the opening of Commissioner's Court, County Judge K.P. George made several announcements. The first announcing that COVID-19 is no longer a global emergency. Last week, the World Health Organization announced that COVID-19 no longer qualifies as a global emergency. This marks a symbolic end to the devastating coronavirus pandemic. Additionally, Judge George recognized Teacher Appreciation Week and National Nursing Week. Judge George expressed his gratitude and recognized teachers' hard work and dedication, as well as thanking nurses and acknowledging their value for their professionalism and the relationships they foster with patients. Other announcements in court include the following. On Thursday, May 11th at 11:30 a.m., the Office of Fort Bend County Judge K.P. George, along with Health and Human Services, will hold a recognition ceremony at the historic Fort Bend County Courthouse in honor of our community partners, individuals, departments, and organizations who contributed their time, effort, and resources during the COVID-19 pandemic. Additionally, May is also Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. The Office of Fort Bend County Judge K.P. George is hosting its annual AAPI Festival at the County Fairgrounds on Saturday, May 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Proclamations from the court were presented as well to the American Jewish Committee in recognition of Jewish Heritage Month. Dulles High School's Pooja Shah for being selected to the USA U19 women's cricket team. And lastly, to the National Alliance on Mental Illness in recognition of Mental Health Awareness Month. It is with a saddened heart that Commissioner Prestige announced during court the passing of Deacon Jones, a former hitting coach for the Houston Astros and a Sugar Land Space Cowboy Special Assistant. Agenda items 1 through 22 were consent items. From the County Auditor, items 23A through C unanimously passed, with 23A authorizing the issuance of Fort Bend County, Texas unlimited tax road bonds, not to exceed $90 million for the purpose of construction and improvement of transportation projects within the county, including state highways, county roads, bridges, and related drainage. 23B unanimously passed, with 23B authorizing the issuance of Fort Bend County, Texas Certificates of Obligation Series 2023 not to exceed $40 million for the purpose of construction and improvement of county roads and related drainage, detention, and traffic signals, construction, equipment, improvements, and renovations of county offices and facilities, and public safety improvements. And item 23C unanimously authorizing the issuance of Fort Bend County, Texas Tax Anticipation Note, Series 2023 for $20 million to cover working. And item 23C unanimously passed, authorizing the issuance of Fort Bend County, Texas Tax Anticipation Note, Series 2023 for $20 million to cover working capital deficits with an allocation from the general fund to other post-employment benefits. From the County Attorney's Office, item number 24C passed unanimously, authorizing and approving the creation of the Fort Bend County, Texas Public Facilities Corporation. This corporation was created under the Public Facility Corporation Act to finance, refinance, or provide the cost of public facilities of Fort Bend County, Texas. The Fire Marshal's Office will welcome a new partner in sniffing out arson-related fires with the passage of Agenda Item 28. Commissioners unanimously voted to take action on the waiver of liability and indemnification hold harmless agreement between Fort Bend County, New Mexico Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management, and New Mexico Department of Public Safety to accept the donation of an accelerant detection canine. From the Office of Health and Human Services, item number 29B and C, Commissioners voted unanimously to approve the request to allocate funds to Health and Human Services for case management services for ERA 2 applicants needing assistance after the termination of the Fort Bend County Rental Assistance Program. For reference, the United States Treasury Emergency Rental Assistance ERA program provided communities with over $46 billion to support housing stability throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Fort Bend County offered assistance to eligible residents for up to 12 months or until funds were exhausted. For those who may still be in need, the county is working diligently to provide them with the case management services needed. Additionally, from Health and Human Services, item 29G, the court unanimously approved the request to take action on an application to Direct Energy's Neighbor-to-Neighbor Bill Payment Assistance Program for low-income residents in Fort Bend. This program will provide up to $700 per year to residents in need of utility financial support. The program will have the capacity to serve 900 to 1,000 residents. From the Sheriff's Office, item number 32 asks the court to take all appropriate action on an agreement between Fort Bend County Sheriff's Department and Intersect Incorporated for veterans programs for fiscal year 2023, effective through December 31st, 2023. The program will provide incarcerated veterans with case management skills, providing wraparound services and life skills to help them transition from prison to community and reduce recidivism rates among veterans. Before the closed session, Commissioners Court was presented with workshops. Workshop A from Information Technology, Director Robin Dowdy gave an overview on the completion of the fiscal year 2023 Cybersecurity Awareness Training. Good news, 92% of Fort Bend County employees have completed the training. Great job. The second workshop, Workshop B from the County Auditor Ed Sturdivant, regarding options for Fort Bend County to address the other post-employment benefits retiree health care liability. For more information on this issue regarding these options, please visit Commissioners Court online at fortbendcountytx.gov. Lastly, Workshop C from the Historical Commission presented an update on its 2022 annual report to the Texas Historical Commission. This concludes your Commissioners Court update for this week. Commissioners Court is scheduled to meet bi-weekly. The next court will be held on May 23rd at 1 p.m. on the second floor of the historic Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond, Texas.